So what I want to talk to you today is about what's possible for you. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's a virus that's going on in the world, or it's a terrible tragedy or upset in your family or worldwide. There's always this moment where it's like, man, there's a huge opportunity in this for me. And we can either devolve into our addiction or distraction, and be in sticky relationships and all this stuff, or this is the moment where we can evolve. And our evolution and where humans were as indigenous, aboriginals, American Indians, and the hundreds of thousands of generations that came before us. By the way, look it up on Wikipedia. There's been over 100,000 plus people, 100 billion, plus people that have lived and died on this planet. I mean, it's fascinating. And where we were before was we were very earth connected. And at times we were in the beginning very primitive. You know, we hadn't figured out the wheel and we lived in caves. And the best advice you could get is to clump somebody over the head with a stick and drag them back to your cave. And that was good advice at the time that your mom would give you. But now that's not good advice because we've evolved. Well, it's the same thing right now. And where humans are on this planet is we have made the most incredible technology. We've made the ability to communicate and speak and send frequencies and send emails and get food delivered. And you just hit a button and water turns on. Matter of fact, you don't even have to hit a button anymore. It's just a robot and it shoots water out and this kind of thing. It's really miraculous, but what's happening is we're disconnecting from our own heart and our own intuition. And what I'm going to share in a little bit is about the central nervous system and a little bit of the science of it, and how to actually upregulate your parasympathetic nervous system so you can be in more connection with you. Because like I said in the previous video, the main thing that causes all this pain, discomfort, and sickness really in the world is our disconnection from ourselves. And, I have adrenal issues. Well, you're in a job that you're working 80 hours a week because you're not listening to your intuition and you want to bring something, but you're not doing it and you're afraid. So your body is always firing cortisol. Oh, well, I have, adrenal issues and I have diabetes, and there's the reality to diabetes and that sort of thing. And if we're eating certain foods and numbing ourselves and drinking wine, or if we're just eating ding-dongs or hot dogs or too much carbohydrates because we don't want to feel, this is a huge component. Like, this isn't, fluffy. This is the thing. I'll tell you, clinically, after 40,000 patient visits, what I saw was people are numbing and because they're not in connection with themselves. They're disempowered. They feel powerless. And I went through this myself. Even after I had built a dream practice, it was $1 million practice. It was a cash base. I was helping people all day long. There was a part of my soul, it's called a shadow career, is what this is called, is I was doing this healing thing, but it wasn't truly authentically who I was. Society, had said, wow, open up this pamphlet and this is what it looks like to be this kind of doctor and that kind of healer and a psychotherapist or a counselor or a priest or whatever you want to be. And society kind of gives you like, here you go, this is what you do, do this. And so a lot of us, I won't say all of us, but we're living, so many of us, in shadow careers where we want to help, we want to bring our own thing because we have a lot of knowledge and wisdom and we've evolved and we've watched videos and we've taken trainings and worked with cutting edge science, and we need you to bring your medicine and your magic. So, the heart's wisdom within all of this is we have to be more quiet, which is a beautiful time where we're in right now. We have to be more quiet. We have to be more centered. And when our mind has been trained in sympathetic dominance, where it's trained to be in the frontal cortex, prefrontal cortex, we're thinking, we're, oh my God, I got to get out of this. I got to make the car payment. I got to pick up the kids. I got to pay the IRS. They're coming for me. Oh my God, now I can't work for 2-3 months. This is a place where people are easily controlled. This is a place where we're disempowered. So what this is the opportunity for you to get connected with you and to recognize that what's possible is that you are being forced. None of us at this time can stand idly by as we've lost 80% of our insect population on planet Earth. Wrap your head around that. We've lost something around 80% of the earthworms in our soil. You're like, who cares? They're worms in dirt. Monoculture crops are tilling this soil. That is what keeps the earth alive. It keeps oxygen, it keeps fluid. I mean, these living, breathing roundworms that you used to just pull up, earthworms, and throw them on a pole, and fish with your kiddo when you were little. boy, this is a big deal, guys. We're talking about our air, we're talking about our water, we're talking about electromagnetic fields and frequencies, genetic modification, Liberty Link, which is a new chemical out by Bayer, which is not even new. It's been used for a long time, never even heard of it. You heard of Monsanto's Roundup. Everything is being affected. Autism went from 1976, 1 in less than 5,000 children being diagnosed with autism, to now somewhere 1 in less than 36. In 2012 was that statistic. But now it's even greater. The point is, I don't care about the numbers. It's really not about that. What the importance is we are in a really intense and dire state in this, our human experience. This is a human moment where we have to really look at it and say, man, it is time, it is time, it is time. I bring my magic, it is bring my awareness. And I feel like a lot of us, like myself, I didn't know how to. I never learned this. I was working with a young client the other day. This kid is 19. He gets it. And he went through and moved this energy and moved his emotion and changed his nervous system and was inspired and empowered. And his eyes lit up and he was like, wow, I get this. He goes, this is more important in math. And I was like, I know. This is really important. So this is such a gift. So I'm excited to share as I kind of break it down in the future videos. So I look forward in the next video to speaking with you.